Hello friends, myself Prashant Patil. Today we will see new point of topic stack and queue of subject data structure. Before starting new point, just we recall the previous lecture point. In previous lecture we discussed different applications of stack. In that we discussed Tower of Hanoi. Also we discussed stack machine. Also we studied recursion or types of recursion. Today we will see some points of queue. First we will discuss here definition of queue. Then we will discuss what is a queue as an ADT, abstract data type. Also we will discuss components of queue. Then we will see how to create queue. Then different operations of queue. Then we will see insertion algorithm. Then we will discuss deletion algorithm and some examples of queue. First we will see definition of queue. Actually queue is a non-primitive linear data structure in which elements are inserted from rear end and deleted from front end is called as queue. See carefully, queue is a one non-primitive linear data structure. Queue is a one type of data structure, but queue is a non-primitive linear data structure. Non-primitive means actually queue is not a primitive data structure. Primitive means it's not a inbuilt data structure. It will comes from array. That's why we called non-primitive linear data structure. Linear means data of queue will be stored in a contiguous memory location, so which is called as linear data structure. In that queue, elements are inserted from rear end. Suppose if you want to insert or store the element inside a queue, then we can insert from a rear end. This end is called as rear end. And suppose if you want to delete the element from the queue, this end is called as front end. Next we will see what is a queue as an ADT. ADT means abstract data type. Actually queue is a linear data structure in which the insertion and deletion operation are performed at two different ends. Already we discussed two different ends. The one end is front end and another end is rear end. In a queue data structure, adding and removing elements are performed at two different positions. Already we discussed there are two different positions. Suppose if you want to insert an element inside a queue, then we can insert from rear end. Suppose if you want to delete the element from the queue, then we can delete the element from the front end. These are the two different ends. The insertion is performed at one end and deletion is performed at another end. Okay, means the queue has two ends. One is the rear end and another one is the front end. In previous lecture or in the previous point in the stack has only one end. Means in the stack we can insert and delete the element from only one end. This end is called as top end. But here in the queue has two different ends. One end is called as rear end and another end is called as front end. In the queue data structure, the insertion operation is performed at a position. This position is known as rear position. See carefully, suppose if you want to insert a new element inside a queue, then we can insert from the rear end, and delete operation is performed at a position which is known as the front end. Suppose if you want to delete the element from the queue, then we can delete from the front end. The queue data structure, the insertion and deletion operations are performed based on FIFO principle. Means FIFO means first in first out. As you know that when you will go to fill the exam form, then who will come first, then that particular student will be executed first. When will come second, that particular second student will be executed second. Likewise, who will come late, that particular student will executed late. Now we can see here a good example of a queue is any queue of consumers for a resource where the consumer that came first in served first. The difference between stack and queue is in removing a stack, we remove the element most recently added, means lastly added element is removed firstly, but in queue we remove the item at the last recently added. Now we can see here different components of a queue. The first component is front. Already we discussed what is meant by front. Actually, front is a variable which refer to first position in a queue. See carefully, front is a one type of a variable. This variable refers that the first position in the queue. Then second one, rear. Rear is a variable which refers to last position in the queue. See carefully, rear is a one type of a variable. This variable holds or stores the last position in the queue. The next one is element. Actually, element is a component which has a data. Suppose user want to store a value, for example 10. This 10 is an element which is going to be inserted inside a queue. Then the next component is max queue. Actually, max queue is a variable that describes maximum number of elements in a queue. Here, see carefully, max queue is a one type of a variable. This max queue variable contains maximum size of a queue. Suppose queue has the queue size is 5, then 5 is stored in a max queue. Means max queue is equal to 5 means size of queue is 5. Now see in the figure contains two ends. One end is called as rear end and other end is called as front end. Actually, queue is a non-primitive linear data structure. Already we discussed in slide number 1. Queue is a non-primitive linear data structure. Linear means memory is stored continuous manner in continuous situation in your computer. Already we discussed two components. The first component is rear and the second component is front. Suppose if you want to insert a new element inside a queue, then we can insert through the rear end. See at the right side, rear end is there and we can insert from rear end. Suppose inserted element is 10, 20, 30, 40. Means we can insert here. We already insert here 4 number of elements 10, 20, 30 and 40. Means firstly inserted element is 10, afterwards we insert 20, then 30, then 40. Means rear is at position number 40 and front is at position number 10. Suppose if you want to delete, operation is performed, or if you want to delete an element from the queue, then we can perform delete operation. This delete operation is performed from front end. Means front end element is 10, firstly delete or remove 10 element, afterwards it will remove 20, then 30 and then 40. The next point is how to create a queue. In stack we discussed how to create stack. In that particular stack we used structure. Here also we can use a structure. First type def struct queue. Here struct is a keyword, then write queue. Now here queue is a structure name and type is a user defined data type. Inside the body of structure we declare some variables. Inside the particular structure body, we declare one variable. Name of the variable is q. Integer q in square bracket max. Here integer is a data type, inbuilt data type. Now here q is the name of the array and max is the size of this particular array. Array means q. The next line, integer front comma rear. These are the two different integer type variables because front hold the first element position and the rear hold the last element position. Then close the curly bracket means close the structure body and then write structure type variable which is q and with semicolon. Now here q is worked as a user defined data type. The next point, which is operations. In Q, having some operations, the first operation which is initialization. The next operation is empty operation. The next one is full operation. Then enqueue and dequeue. Out of them, the main operation is enqueue and dequeue. Enqueue means, suppose if you want to insert a data, then we have to perform the enqueue operation. Suppose if you want to remove the element from the queue, then we have to perform dequeue operation. Enqueue means add data to element in the queue and dequeue means take data from element in the queue. The first operation is initialization. The operation that give a initial value for front and rear pointer in a queue with the following rules. Initialization means this is one type of operation. This operation gives initial value to the front and rear pointer. Having some rules are there. First rule is that give 0 if the first element start from 1. Suppose the first element start from 1 inside a queue, then 0 value is assigned to particular variable front and rear. Suppose give -1 if the first element start from 0. Suppose q start from 0, then -1 value is assigned to particular variable front and rear. Basically, we used in the array element start from 0. So we have to use here -1 to front and rear pointer at the initial stage. The second operation is empty operation. Operation that returns true if rear pointer have -1. I'm going to read here -1, not a 0, because already we discussed in the previous slide. In the array already we given starting from 0. That's why I have taken -1 as its value. See carefully, operation that returns true if the rear pointer have -1 as its value. Suppose this empty operation returns -1, then it will be returned true. Means this function or this operation basically returns the value true, means that this queue is totally empty. Suppose this operation or this function returns the false, then this particular queue is not empty, means which contains some space to store the element. The next operation is full operation. The operation that returns true if rear has reached a maximum array -1. Means that if suppose when we execute this full operation and this operation returns true, then we can consider here the rear is reached at maximum or max array -1 position at the end of the position of the queue. Or if suppose this function or this operation returns false, then means the queue has some space to insert the operation. The next operation is NQ. Step in NQ operation is Q can be added when it's not full. NQ means, suppose if you want to insert a new element inside a Q, then we have to perform NQ operation. Means Q can be added when it's not full. As you know that if Q is full, then we can't insert a new element. Means Q can be added the new element when we added the Q is not full. Means Q has some space for the data or the element. The second one, if Q is empty, then front and rear is added by 1. If suppose Q is empty, means Q has no elements, then first front and rear is set to -1. -1 means -1 indicates that Q is empty. Suppose if you want to insert a new element or the first element inside a Q, then firstly incremented by 1, rear is incremented by 1 and front is incremented by 1. Already we discussed rear and front and rear is set to -1. Here -1 indicate that Q is empty. Suppose if you want to insert new element, then front is equal to rear is equal to -1 and +1 is set to 0. Suppose if you want to insert a second element, then only rear is incremented by 1. Q element which has referred by rear pointer is filled with new data. Before filling the new data or before inserting a new data, first rear is incremented by 1 and then only we can insert or fill the new data or new element inside a Q. Now see carefully, there is one Q. Q has 4 number of memories. In this particular Q contains 4 number of elements. The first element is 3, 5, 8 and 7. Suppose this Q is empty, means 3, 5, 8, 7 elements are not present inside a Q. Means that initially Q is empty, so front is equal to -1 and rear is equal to -1. But here clearly set front and rear is 0. We can set -1, also we can set 0. Means front and rear both set to 0. Means this Q is totally empty. Suppose if you want to insert element 3 inside a Q, then we can insert a new element. Before inserting new element 3, first front is equal to -1 plus 1. Means front is at goes to position 1 and rear is equal to 0 plus 1 means 1. Now here front and rear is set to location number 1. Afterwards 3 will be inserted at location number 1. Now we have to perform NQ operation. Now we have to add element 5 inside a Q. Before inserting or before adding element 5, first have to increment rear by 1. Now rear is at position number 1, then rear is incremented by 1 means rear is equal to rear plus 1 means 1 plus 1 2. Now rear goes to location number 2. Then only we can insert the element 5. Afterwards again we have to perform NQ operation, means insertion operation. Now element 8 is inserted inside a Q. Before inserting element 8, first rear is incremented by 1. Now rear is equal to rear plus 1 means rear is at position number 2, so rear 2 plus 1 means 3. So rear goes to location number 3 and then only we can insert a new element 8. Likewise we can insert element 7. DQ. Q can be DQ when its element is not empty. DQ means delete element from the Q. Suppose Q is empty, then we can't perform delete operation. Means inside a Q has minimum one element is required to perform a DQ operation. After first element is taken out from the Q, then second element in Q will be shifted into the first element and so on. Means the first element is deleted from the queue, then front goes to the next second location. Suppose second location element is deleted, then automatically front goes to the next location element or third location element. Means subtract the rear pointer by 1. See carefully, a queue contains 4 number of elements, 3, 4, 5 and 7. Initially, when we execute dequeue operation, means the queue has required minimum 1 element is there. If suppose queue has no elements, then we can't perform the dequeue operation. Means front and rear is set to 0. Front and rear is set to 0 means that queue is empty. Then we can't perform the dequeue operation. Suppose front is at position number 1 and rear is at position number 7. See carefully, front is at position number 1 and rear is at position number 4. Means this queue has 4 number of elements, 3, 4, 5 and 7. Suppose if you want to perform dequeue operation, then this operation is performed. So the front element is removed from the queue. The front element is at position number 1 is 3. 3 is removed from the queue and then front is incremented by 1 and front goes to the location number 2. Likewise, we can remove the element from the queue. Now see carefully the algorithm, insertion algorithm, how to insert algorithm. In step number 1, if rear is equal to max minus 1. What is meant by max? Already we discussed. Max is the size of an array. Suppose size of array is 5. Okay, size of array is 5 means max is 5. See carefully, max minus 1 means 5 minus 1. What is the answer? 4. Okay. 4 means index of array starting from 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 5 number of locations are there. So max minus 1 means it's a last position. If rear is equal to max minus 1, if suppose rear is reached at max minus 1 means at the last position, then right queue is overflow means we can't store or can't insert a new element inside a queue because already queue is full. Then directly go to the step number 4. In step number 4, exit is there. Then step number 2, if front is equal to minus 1. Front is equal to minus 1 and rear is equal to minus 1. If suppose these both conditions are true, then if condition will be executed. Already we discussed front is equal to minus 1 and rear is equal to minus 1 means that queue is empty. Then set front is equal to rear is equal to 0. Suppose if you want to insert a new element inside a queue. Now here front is equal to minus 1 and rear is equal to minus 1. This indicates that queue is empty. Okay. Now we have to insert a new element. You want to enter a new element inside a queue. The first element, for example 3. 3 is to be inserted inside a queue. Before inserting a new element, first set front and rear is equal to minus 1. Means front and rear, these two different or two both pointer set at location number 2, and then only new element 3 is inserted at location number 0. Otherwise else set rear is equal to rear plus 1. When we enter inside else, if suppose queue has one or more elements, then only we can enter inside else. Here set rear is equal to rear plus 1. Suppose if you want to enter second element or store the second element. For example, the second element is 5. Before inserting element 5, first rear is incremented by 1. As you know that rear is at position number 0. Rear is equal to rear plus 1 means rear is equal to 0 plus 1. So rear goes to from location number 0 to location number 1. Then insert element 5 and then end of the if. Then step number 3, set q in square bracket rear is equal to number. If number is 5, this 5 number is stored in a q. Q is a one array, and in square bracket C, in square bracket rear is there. Means entered number or inserted number is set or stored at position rear. Now see the example insertion in Q. First see Q is empty. Now here location is marked A of 0, means A is the name of the array or name of the Q. A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 and A of 4. Means that the given Q is totally empty. So front is equal to rear is equal to set to -1. Here front and rear is set to -1 indicate that Q is empty. Suppose if you want to insert new element is 10. Before inserting element 10, first rear and front and rear goes to location number 0. How to set at location number 0? Already we seen that here in step number 2, if front is equal to -1 and rear is equal to -1. Now this example is at this position in step number 2. Then set front is equal to rear is equal to 0. See carefully, front is equal to rear is equal to 0. Then and then only insert the element 10. Okay. Now see the last figure. Suppose if you want to insert new element or second element, which is 20. Before inserting 20, first we have to increment rear by 1. See in step number 2 else. In step number 2 else, set rear is equal to rear plus 1. Means after first element we have to enter second element or insert a second element, then set rear is equal to rear plus 1. See carefully, rear in figure number 2, rear is at position number 0 or location number 0. So rear is incremented by 1. 0 plus 1, 1. So rear goes to location number 1, and then only we can insert the element 20. Likewise, we can insert a new elements or the second, third element, fourth element and fifth element inserted inside a Q. Operations on Q, which is deletion operation algorithm. In step number 1, if front is equal to -1 or front is greater than rear, then write Q is underflow. Means suppose Q is empty and then we are going to perform the operation deletion operation. This operation can't perform on the empty Q. Means there is no any element for the deletion. Otherwise else set value is equal to Q in square bracket front. Suppose in a Q contains only one value. Okay, then this value is deleted from the Q. Then we have to perform the operation DQ. Already we discussed, suppose if you want to delete the element from the Q, then we can delete from the front end. So Q of front value is assigned to variable VAL. Then front goes to the next location, means front is equal to front plus 1. In step number 1, if front is equal to -1 or front is greater than rear, then write Q is underflow. Okay. Otherwise it will goes to step number 2 and exit. Example of deletion in the Q. See carefully, in the figure contains 2 Q. In the first Q contains 2 elements. The first element is 10 and the second element is 20. See carefully in the indices or index A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 and A of 4. Here name of the Q is A. As you know that front is at position number 0 and rear is at position number 1. Means that suppose if you want to insert new element, then we can insert from the rear end. So here rear is equal to rear plus 1. Means rear goes to the location number 2. But here in this example we have to delete the element. Already we discussed how to delete element. Suppose if you want to delete the element, then we can delete from the front end. Now here the front end element is 10. So 10 is removed from the Q and front is incremented by 1. Means front is equal to front plus 1. as you know that the front value is 0 and front is equal to front plus 1 means 0 plus 1 1. So front goes to the location number 1. So in figure number 2, front is equal to rear is equal to set to 1. In a queue data structure, the insertion operation is performed using a function called inQ, already we discussed, and deletion operation is performed using the function dq. Already we discussed how to insert the element inside a queue or how to delete the element from the queue. Example 1, queue after insertion, the elements are 25, 30, 51, 60 and 85, having 5 number of elements. The first element is 25. Initially queue is empty, means that front is equal to and rear is equal to set to -1. -1 indicate that queue is empty. Now here the first element 25 have to be inserted. How to insert? Before insertion, first queue is empty and then rear is set to 0 and front is set to 0. Then 25 element is inserted in the location number 0. The second element is 30. 30 element is inserted inside a queue. Before inserting, first rear is incremented by 1. Afterwards 51 element is inserted, then 60 element is inserted. Every time when we execute insertion operation, then rear is incremented by 1. After at the end 85 element is inserted. Suppose if you want to insert element 90, how to insert? First rear is incremented by 1, means rear goes to the next location and then only insert the element 90 here. See second example, already we discussed queue is a queue is a linear data structure. Linear means data is stored in continuous or contiguous memory location in your computer or in your system. Actually it follows first in first out principle. First in first out means who will come first inside a queue, it will be executed first. Who will come last, then it will be executed last. It has 2 pointers, already we discussed a front pointer and rear pointer. Inside a stack having only one pointer is there, the pointer name is top pointer. Inside a queue having 2 different pointers are there, front and rear pointer. We can insert the element from the rear end and delete the element from the front end. Now see in the figure which contains 5 number of elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now here queue is full, means elements are inserted from rear end. The first element is inserted 10, the second element is 20, the third 30, the fourth element is 40 and the fifth element is 50. Now here queue is full. Suppose if you want to perform a delete operation, then we can delete from the front end. The front end element is 10, means firstly execute or firstly remove the element 10, afterwards 20, 30, 40 and 50. Thank you.